What's up, collectors? It's your man Fatal, and today I am here with Marcos, and I'll be interviewing him today. We're here at CollectorZown for the inaugural Statue Con.
Wow.
Man, we were here last year.
Yep.
And you did the grand opening event.
Yeah.
And that was exciting because it was the first time that, for myself seeing a warehouse this large with this amount of collectibles, but you took it to another level this year.
It's bigger this year, huh?
Absolutely, yeah.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you for coming last year because it was just a grand opening. You didn't have to. It was just a store opening, and then it's evolved.
So, what made you want to do this?
Wow.
Good right question. Out the gate.
Well, I can always say like, oh yeah, I'm a collector, and I did. The truth is I do love this stuff. It is art. It is art, and I love it. But what was happening was back 2016, 2017, I worked government jobs for a long time, right?
I can relate.
Yes, sir. And we're doing that. And I know, and I encourage you don't have to be man or it could be anybody, to have a side hustle.
Absolutely.
You need to. You just got to do it. So my side hustle was something to do with collecting. But, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to try to sell this, get some extra money, or see what's going on. I'm not going to get into too much detail because it's a long story. But side hustle got bigger and bigger to a point that I was in a crossroad. Mm-hmm. Do I open up a comic book shop like everybody else does?
Like everybody else.
I do like comic book shops now, but they're cookie cutter, right? It's always like comic books. Action figures, t-shirts, spinners, balloons, shirts. I go, no, I want something. I want to be different. I want to be something big. I want to do something no one does. And that's where 2018, that's when I saw my hot toy in a premium format.
Absolutely.
So then to answer your question is why did I want to be different and to do something no one has ever done before?
Absolutely, man. You said hot toy in premium format. I remember my first hot toy was the first Tony Stark. And if you go back and look at that one, they've come a long way, hot toys, right?
Yeah.
And I got that one on eBay. And then I found out about Sideshow, and they said that's where you can find those hot toys. And then I saw these premium formats, like you said, and I was able to get that Batman. Actually, it's over here, so I got that Batman. It's one that'll never leave my collection, man. Are you still a collector? I mean, you have this beautiful warehouse. Now you sell these pieces. With CollectorZown. Are you still collecting?
Yeah,
okay.
I am, but it's in a different way. I am in a special situation, right? That I can open these, display them. I don't need them in my house because I have this.
Absolutely.
Now, do I have the thrill of opening? Yeah, I get to open them. I get to assemble them. And a little secret is I don't sell every collectible out there. If I think I don't like it or it's not worth the value, I won't sell it. So It doesn't exist to me.
All right.
So,
does that mean you'll do a giveaway?
Giveaways. Yeah, I do giveaways.
I know. We know Marcos does giveaways for the collecting community, so we appreciate him for that. Actually, he just gave away a $50 gift card that will be used here at CollectorZown for this Statue Con by one of the lucky winners. So we appreciate when you give back to the community like that. That shows that you got a heart for us as well. How long has this been in existence? Was it just last year, or how long did you have it before you did it?
Like this location or the company itself?
The company itself.
Company is as long as I got with Sideshow, so 2018.
Okay.
I had a smaller spot in Three Oaks, Michigan. I had a little tiny spot, man. It was not even 100 square foot.
Nice.
And let's go back to what you said, the community. It's not just giving back. It's like, I know that I don't exist without you guys.
Correct.
It is a partnership existence. I cannot live without you. You can't live without me, kind of thing. You can always find better, collectibles, but this is a different experience, I think, and that's why Three Oaks. That's why we expanded to a new place here. This place has only been open since 2023. Yep, it's been a year and change. And
that was May. correct?
That was May, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and now it's 7,500
Time
square
flies.
feet.
Time flies.
Yeah, less than 1,000 to 7,500 square foot.
That's a lot of square feet, man.
Yeah, it's big.
How tall are the ceilings in here?
Oh man, I couldn't tell you. Let me see.
I'm gonna say at least 25 feet.
Yeah.
At least
Yeah,
25
at least
feet.
25.
Great lighting conditions for these statues. Okay. You're married. I see the ring on your finger.
Yes.
So am I. And
Yes.
with being married, sometimes wives look a little
I got a
sideways
drink for this one. All right.
at collecting, right?
Okay, yeah.
When I first started collecting, I think my wife thought it was cute. It was cool. But then, collecting can become a hobby to an addiction. And you have a fortunate situation where these are not in your house. But what does your wife think about all of this?
As a business standpoint, she's fine with it because
Absolutely.
it's a business and it's something that she knows I'm passionate about, and it was a side hustle to this is my job now. It wasn't since 2018 I pay myself. It doesn't work that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Small business and moving on, the owners don't pay themselves sometimes, right? But now I get a little bit of a check, and she understands the growth, and now she saw the statue con and how hard we worked, not just me, the community worked to get this going. Yeah, I host a place. Yeah, I got stuff in here, but again, back to the community. Without you guys, there is no statue con, right?
Got it.
But so to answer the question, she's cool with it, and it's not in the house. Now, if I put one in the house, then she's gonna look at me like,
Just one?
just one. She's like,
Oh,
hey, why is
man.
this spilling over? And it's
Yeah.
not, it's not straight hate, but I'd never done it before. So then she's
Yeah,
like, well, what's
so-
going on? You don't got enough room?
Okay.
Really?
That gives me, that's like a leading question in
Okay,
law
yeah.
enforcement, right? A leading question.
Right.
That leads me to ask you that if you could have one piece from CollectorZown inside of your house, which one would it be?
Oh man.
Because I know there's a piece here that you look at all the time and say, man, that's amazing. I know which one that I see, but I want to know what you think.
I would say the 3 set Sentinels from Iron Studio. Just put them all together.
Man,
Because
that's
they're big, they're massive, and I go, this is my
Absolutely.
X-Men line. That's the quick. I know, like in about 10 minutes, I'll be like, oh man,
you're gonna think of something else.
something else, right? That's my quick one.
That Iron Studios Hawkman
looking
is
right
amazing, and it's in the same spot it was last year. Rightfully so. It should stay there. That's a good place. And we got some customers coming in here. So just seeing these customers from all across the globe come in. Now you're here in Michigan. You get a lot of novice people that are not necessarily collectors that come in here. Have you seen some people that started collecting because of CollectorZown?
Yeah, I have, and it works. Yeah, I've got locals for sure that come in, and that's why we have Funko Pops too, and Diamond Select. Not to knock them, I think they're statues. I deal like Funko like it's a statue, like a real starter statue. 16-year-old kid, 17-year-old kid starts with Funko, and then he walking around going, God, I wish I had that.
Yeah.
But I can't afford it. So
Absolutely.
then he moves on. He comes back later after college, or I got a kid came back from the military. Then he started Iron Studio.
Yeah.
It works. Yeah, I get it.
So next question I got is related to that. You talked about opening up a comic book shop. Now that you're deeply rooted here in this community, you got the statues going, you got the Funkos going. I see some books here from Sideshow. Would you consider adding comic books to your shop?
No, not right now, not at the moment. Only because I just took a couple reasons. One, it's a lot of work. 3 reasons. One, I don't think there's not enough profit for what with the effort you're putting in. That's not the main reason, though. 2, it takes another full-time job, and I run everything almost in this company. Without my partners, though, I couldn't do it. But just running stuff. And 3, there's some comic book shops local that I would not want to compete with because they're barely making it, and comic books have their own fan base, lore, passion, and it's just be a shame for me to go in there and try to even attempt to destroy them, because that's what would happen.
Absolutely. Comic books used to be a big thing back in the day. I think the digital era and all of the easy access via the internet, it's kind of diluted a little bit. People don't hardly read books by turning pages anymore. And for me, I like the book. I like to feel the page. Even when I'm studying for a test or something, I'd rather study a book that I can physically touch. But this is a new generation, and they don't even write in cursive anymore. So yeah, comic books, they have kind of gone by the wayside. I remember when DC, I think it was a partnership with HBO, where they would like streaming where you can look at the comics, and then that kind of went to the wayside before they got with HBO, I believe. I can't remember it was a subscription you can get with DC and then stream the comic books, and you can just read them right on your big screen TV.
Wow.
So I think they tried that, and then that kind of didn't work for them. So then they went over to HBO for a lot of their animated content. So I guess the world we live in today makes it very difficult. But me as a man over 40, I'm showing my age, but I miss it a little bit. I miss being a kid. I remember the first comic book that I bought was The Spawn, #1. And it was in a record store.
Wow.
And it's the same thing. We don't even have record stores like that anymore. We go buy a new CD, right? So
you buy CDs?
Like I used to,
Man, I just stream
tapes.
everything. Yeah.
But back in the day,
yeah.
you know when
CDs were big.
When a tape, a cassette released,
Yep.
or remember back in the day when you used to record with the tape over the radio.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. I think society has kind of lost that touch, that being around each other. That it's all internet stuff, right? So when I look around here and I see people coming together,
Right.
I think that gives us that feeling that we used to have.
Man, that's a good observation, really. I didn't think about that.
Yeah,
it's good.
So I know I kind of took a couple turns on the road to get to where I was going, but I'm looking out and I see all these people communicating with one another organically.
Right, they are.
Versus how the new generation communicate with each other. We've lost that touch. We lost that human connection.
Yeah.
And what I see here at CollectorZown is a human connection through the statues.
Even when you're talking about like statue-wise, you don't see them in person, man. You see pictures online and you guess how cool it looks. Maybe the weight, the feel, the shine, yeah. And here you got hundreds and hundreds of statues and people who love it. No, I see your point. I agree, 100%. I totally agree.
It's nothing like seeing it in person.
Yeah,
and,
you can't beat it. No picture.
A lot of us, in the YouTube space that, we do reviews. And I think a lot of channels have kind of gotten away from reviews. Yeah. I want to kind of bring that back to my channel.
That'd be great.
Because getting the opinion from an actual collector that physically has the piece, that does give you a little bit more of a confidence in making that big purchase.
Yep.
I remember one of the first channels that I started watching was actually Gem Man Collectibles and Mr. X and Batman Statue Collector. It inspired me to want to do it because I have been collecting probably longer than them. I've been collecting for 20 years, and I'm pretty sure you've been in the game for a long time as well.
At this rate, at the statue game, no.
Okay.
Not that long,
but I mean,
collecting
as a
in
collector,
general, I'm all my life. I used to, Star Wars. Everybody had those toys, man. He-Man, I love G.I. Joe. I just couldn't afford it, but we still collect them.
So you said Star Wars. Is that your favorite genre?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Without question.
Love Star Wars.
Oh man, you love Star Wars.
I love it.
You love it?
I can watch Chewbacca eating berries for an hour.
Okay, so since you love Star Wars, what do you think now about what's being done with Star Wars?
I like it. I don't care.
Do you like the new stuff?
I do. I do. I know people can hate me for it.
Accolite got 14% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I haven't seen the last episode, so
I
like it, man. I like it.
I kind of like it. There's some things I don't like. Some things are unnecessary, but I think overall it's a pretty decent show. I know it's not a 14%. That's hogwash, I think.
Right.
But is it the Star Wars I grew up on? No. But is it as terrible as people say? I don't think so. I think it's better than
we can have a whole series of videos, you and I talking about Star Wars. And I know my Star Wars. It ain't like, I just saw the old trilogy. No. I watch Star Wars.
Okay.
So I like it. I do like it. It's just talk about the Acolyte. Just that alone. Man, you talk about a different feel of what the Jedi are doing.
Yeah,
That's cool, man.
Okay.
It's a reflection of what society is. That's all it was.
absolutely. Okay, because Star Wars is a wide universe. It's not just
Right.
one star.
Right.
Are you a Sith or a Jedi?
Jedi, all the way.
I think I'm kind of leading towards Sith.
Oh boy.
And I think it's because of Thor Gunderson. Shout out to Thor.
Thor. Thor. Fool, no.
The Sith are so much cooler to me.
Well, of course.
They just look cooler, man. I mean, look at even with the statues, right? Darth Vader.
Is the #1 sold villain in collectibles history.
Okay, then you got Darth Maul. Regrettably, I didn't get that bust from Sideshow,
Right.
And now I'm on a wait list for it. But it looks so cool, and this new guy with Acolyte is really he's pretty badass. I mean, his fighting skills look top notch. And then you had Kylo Ren. Now, my uncle loves Kylo Ren. I'm not a huge fan of him.
Okay.
He's the most Jedi type of Sith I've ever seen.
Right.
But with that being said, Star Wars is a cult classic for many of us who grew up in the 80s, right? Because that was like, what, 70, late 70s, 78, 79, somewhere
I think
around
so.
that.
It could be 77. I mean, it could. It's there.
And I remember I was probably like 12 when I was watching the repeats of it. Because I was born when it came out.
You're right, me too. The first one I saw was, I remember I was on the carpet floor. Mom put Return of the Jedi on. That's the first Star Wars I saw. And then she saw how much I loved it, of course, 'cause I'm a little boy, you know, we want Star Wars. And all of a sudden, she's like, you know, there's 2 more, right? I'm like, what?
Yeah. Already out, right? Because you're already, I've seen them already, right? Your mom. So this weekend is special. We got a lot of the YouTube community coming out, and even outside of that, you have some special guests here. Martin Canal.
Yep.
You have Daniel Bell. You have Anthony Messes from Sideshow Collectibles and other people from Sideshow Collectibles.
Jesse Lincoln, he's around.
Yeah. So, what are you looking forward to the most this weekend?
You just nailed it, man. You just gave me a whole perspective of what this is, man. This is your comic book in your hand. The people, man. You never get to see Daniel Bell.
Yeah.
This is a dude that came from across the planet to be part of this for you guys.
Absolutely.
Come on now. And Jesse and Anthony, they're coming from LA, but they're coming.
They're coming.
He could have said, I can't make it. There's a lot of people who said I couldn't make it. They want to see how this works. There's a lot of people trying to see how this is going to work. And that's how it works when experiments, man. But you're right. You hit it right on the head, Fatal. That's what it is.
So Sideshow used to come to a lot of the cons, and you know, you rarely see statue companies at the cons. You'll see some toy companies.
Yep.
I know PCS came out to C2E2, and that was one of the most busy booths.
It was.
At C2E2.
We were there.
And I mean, Sideshow, come back to the cons. I'm glad you got representation here.
Yep.
Pieces are beautiful, and the novice collector, before they spend their money, sometimes they have to see it. And coming out to the cons, I think, what do you think about that, coming to the cons?
I don't think it's worth it.
You don't think so?
You know, I know you personally love the cons and stuff, and
Because I'm a cosplayer, you know.
dude, yeah, but you're awesome, dude. You bring kids to these events, man. You make it interactive. I love seeing you at C2E2 too, man. It was so cool. But you're a different kind of, you know, you're just that guy, man, for the cons. Now,
I appreciate it.
as a business,
Yeah.
it's not worth it. If
Okay.
you're gonna go out there, spend. Now, I'm just gonna put PCS there on C2E2. I don't know this for real, but you got 4 staff out there. You got a trailer of stuff going out there. You got gas. You got time. You got to go out there and then you got to pay for the con. Got to pay for the badges. Got to pay for everything. I mean, I don't think it's. I mean, I can imagine the price on San Diego Comic Con, man. The prices continue to fly. There's no relief. So as a business, no. As a fan,
Okay.
you know.
Well, I appreciate your perspective because you are a businessman, right? So you would know more about it. So I guess this is the place to be, ladies and gentlemen. you are at that con.
Yep.
You are at StatueCon. The statues are already here, so Sideshow doesn't have to ship them.
Right.
They're here. And then they can just send representation. And we can do this every year, right?
Bigger and bigger, yes.
So next year is the second annual, and we keep going from there. The more people that come, the more people spread the word, and word of mouth travels fast, right? Word of YouTube travels faster. So I guess this is the answer.
I think it is. I think we've had it, yeah. And I think that's why some companies have embraced it.
Absolutely.
You know, they've embraced it, and they say, you know what, we're going to invest in this. I think it's right. And I think companies are overdue. They know it. They know it. And they know it. And it's not bad. It's not bad. It's just a evolution of what's going on. It's what it is. You know, I mean, you got me all mind boggled with that whole comic book. You know,
Yeah.
It's good. That's what it is. I think this is a solution, not because it's just my company. There are some people out there attempting to do this as well, I think, maybe. And that's cool, man. That's really cool. You just got to do it right, I think. And we're going to get bigger and better. My thing about StatueCon is I'm going to need feedback from all you, because I don't know what to do next to make it bigger. You know what I mean? It's big, but
So y'all hear that?
bigger.
He wants this to get bigger. So
Yeah.
you know, when you guys, you know, you tune in to this video, throw suggestions in the comment section.
Yeah.
So CollectorZown to know what should he add, what other layers should he add to StatueCon. This is already amazing. What's your favorite holiday?
Probably Thanksgiving.
Okay, Thanksgiving. Mine is Christmas, right? And I was hoping you said Christmas, but you didn't.
It's equal though. It's close.
Yeah. But when I walked in today, it's Christmas in July.
Okay.
At CollectorZown.
Okay.
There is a giddy feeling in this building. You feel like a big kid, right?
Oh yeah.
This is yours. You get to see it every day. I have to drive about an hour and 15 minutes. I'm in Chicago, right? So I can theoretically come here once a week if I wanted, right? But you get to see it every day. Does it get boring?
No, it does. It does not. And you know, and now that we were closed for about 2 months getting this ready.
Yeah.
So now we're open again. These pieces go in and out. So again, it's not like it stays. There's pieces that were here last year. They're not here anymore. And there's new ones, and they'll change continuously. So, man, yeah, this is.
It is. It's a beautiful thing, man. And I'm seeing some of the content creators walking around filming right now. I see some of the conversations happening among the brethren and the sisters in the community, and it's a beautiful thing, man.
Thank
you
you,
look around,
yep,
and the art, the pieces, the backdrop of boxes, even
like that.
And if you never collected a statue, there's a smell.
Yeah,
it's like they always smell new.
If it's toxic, man, I bet
it's probably toxic, but it is what it is, right? It brings us a lot of joy. It does. Now, it's some responsibility to have to go around with collecting, but I'd rather people be spending it on this than other things that are unproductive. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
You know. So, with that being said, man, what do you want people to get out of this weekend?
The experience of hanging out together, you know, that. Yeah, because, you know, we're statue guys, right? So we come by and we see the statues and they're beautiful. And we have so many in here that I say for a good 35, 40 minutes, you're entertained and you'll go around here a couple of times the whole week. But hanging out with people like, you know, all these YouTubers, without naming names, there's so many of them.
Yeah, we got the COC, we got the BBC, we got the Cool Nerds Lounge, we got the Top Gun Collector. We got Collector's Table, and today Collector's Table, Adam, he did an interview with you walking around. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see that, you go over to his channel, and you can see a different style of interview with Marcos walking around the area. Now, I'm going to do some other filming. You're going to see videos of mine as well, but Adam is also a great collector in the community, and he done a walk around interview. So yeah,
you missed the first party.
Yeah, I had to do that. Yeah,
I had a pre-party. It's all right.
I saw pictures on Facebook, but I'm not a big partier, but I will hang out.
Well, we hang out. They're just weak. They're not, I'm strong. They're weak.
Yeah.
We finished at 2 o'clock.
And then he was up.
I was up
zero,
at 7.
zero dark 30. You know what I mean?
That's cool. No, I'm kidding. It was good. It was great.
So any final words for the community out there?
Wow. They won't be final words, man. I got so much to say, and these guys, I'm just humbled. The best thing, I said this in your show a couple times.
Am I hearing? Is that a tear?
No, I'm not. No.
Okay.
I don't cry, man. I don't know.
He doesn't cry, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, if it's Star Wars, I'll cry.
Okay.
Yeah, right. But no.
Did you cry?
Yeah. You kill Han? What?
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was sad.
Oh no, that was terrible.
That was tragic.
That was
because that's like,
I don't think. Oh my God. Yeah,
we
don't want to bring it. That was
his daddy.
No, that was terrible.
And then you redeemed after that. Well, I guess you can. I guess.
No, you can't be redeemed from that.
I mean, he just
whatever. Absolutely not.
Yeah. So I'm not into that. But last words, anyways. Man, you got me talking about Han Solo. Anyways,
he's dead.
He's dead.
Terrible.
Last words. The best thing you can give another person is your time, I think. Time. We're very limited. You have one lifetime. And I'm very humble. Thank you for driving out here.
Indeed.
Everybody, I know your uncle's going to be here soon.
Yeah, Redeemer 23.
You know
absolutely. From Mexico back to Chicago. He had to make a stop in my house to pick something up. Then he's back here.
He doesn't have to
get out here. Yeah.
Shane doesn't have to come from Canada. Derek doesn't have to come from Florida. You know what I'm saying?
We got Crippler from Virginia. We got Jomo from Chicago. Yeah. We got Critical Mass from L.A.
You kidding me? Daniel from Argentina.
From Spain. Ladies and gentlemen. People are coming from everywhere.
Right. And it's awesome that you give him that time just to all meet up in one moment in the universe. Think about it this way. I'm going deep.
Amen.
Deep. Going into the universe to this moment right here, 3-4 days together, have some fun, whatever God, whatever you believe in, puts it all together for you, enjoy it, and then you go on to your lives, but you had this experience.
Absolutely.
That's
absolutely,
that's
man.
what I think. That's the way I think about it.
Yeah.
So
absolutely, man. So I appreciate you for taking this interview, man.
Yes, sir, man.
Thank you for putting this together.
Thank you for coming.
StatueCon. Inaugural StatueCon, CollectorZown. And where can you find this place?
Oh, it's in Michigan. So it's, if you want the address, it's 2560 South Cleveland Avenue, Suite 6, St. Joseph, Michigan. It's Midwest.
Absolutely.
Right off the lake.
Yeah, so if you're going to fly in here from out of town, I suggest Midway. It's a little closer.
Mm-hmm.
O'Hare, it's the biggest airport probably in the country. One of them. But I say Midway, Southwest. But that's just my personal thing. But you know how to get here. He gave you the address. If you want to see some awesome statues from Sideshow Collectibles, Iron Studios, Weta Workshop, you got Pure Arts,
House of God,
man. Queen Studios is even here this year.
Bandai, Legendary Beasts.
Man, this amazing.
Diamond, brother. Gentle Giant, Regal Robot. I mean, I'm going to forget some. Kia has a little bit of pieces. I got Warhammer stuff. Weta Workshop has the largest display in the U.S. right here.
And a special treat, that Thanos back there.
Oh, the big life-size.
That's a life-size Thanos. And I'm not talking about a bust, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about foot to head. Oh my God, it's like 9 feet tall. You got to see it, man. You got to see it.
That's huge.
But that's all for today. We're going to enjoy this weekend. God bless everybody for being out here. Thank you, Marcos, for this interview. Much appreciated. Much love.
Absolutely.
All right, brother. Indeed.